We very often daydream, fantasize about our success. We just imagine ourselves just being rich, powerful, handsome, and also famous. And we start to plan things out of how to get there. We start to write in very, very minute detail every single step. And some of us stop there, but some of us put those things in action. And we realize the insurmountable mountain of work that we have to climb. And we give up. But some of us double down even more. And we find out that it is truly impossible to put that plan in action. And we give up. And we think that that giving up is the problem. We make ourselves think that we are a quitter and we just quit on our dreams and our plans and we give up because it's too hard. We are lazy. We procrastinate. We don't have what it takes. We don't have the ambition. We don't have the talent. We are just a quitter. We give up. But the giving up is not the problem. We have it backwards. The giving up is just the consequence of the planning. And you might say, oh, we need a better plan. Sure. But you don't understand that most people's plans are between 20 and 100 steps. And if you understand probabilities, you understand that each step that you add adds more complexity and it has a lower probability of changing and making that plan a ruin. If you've ever done sports betting, you understand that. Making a plan is like with 20 steps is like sports betting on 20 matches. Sure, the sum at the end might look extremely big, but you will not get there. It's like throwing money away and throwing your time away. And most people's plans are just like that. If you really want an action bias, your plans should have 1 or 2 and sometimes 3 steps. And you might say that's impossible, but it isn't. You can add complexity once you've mastered plans that have 1, 2, and sometimes 3 steps. Because then you stack the deck in your favor. You have almost 100% probability of those plans working, and then you add another variable, you add another step, and you add another complexity. It's like evolution. You start to evolve from a simple organism and branch out bigger and bigger and bigger. Look at all of the companies that you admire. Some of them started selling rice in the 40s, and now they are tech giants because they've understood how to evolve, how to take something and then change that plan, change that business, change that trajectory, and go on to become giants. And it is the same with you. Easy plans at first, and then you can add complexity as you move on. Don't add complexity all at once. Master the few things that you can. Implement those things over and over again. Build momentum. Have some income from that. And then you add more complexity and test out if that complexity actually gives you something more in return. Because sometimes you add so much complexity again into the system because you are excited and you might think that that will give you more profit or more success. When in fact, it makes the process so arduous that now you're not going to take that process ever again. You're not going to do it. So you see, you can build and subtract complexity at any stage, but only if you start with a simple plan. It's so simple, yet nobody does it. Musicians understand this at a deeper level. It's all about the rehearsal. You want more success on the stage, you have to rehearse everything. So that's the point. It's so simple and so mind blowing. It is so easy, and yet nobody does it. It's always the name of the activity. If you want to sing and be more successful at singing, you have to sing more. If you want to be a better writer or a more successful writer, you should write more. If you want to be a better filmmaker, you should film more. But you see, that's where we fail. We fail because we try to always make a masterpiece, try to always make an improv concert. You see, we want to make it one time, and that's our magnum opus. We don't rehearse for it. We don't put many repetitions, no matter what we do, no matter the activity. Of course, you're gonna be better. You're gonna look better on camera if you do 40 repetitions of the same 2 minutes. You see, it's a simple process, yet nobody does it. And it baffles me. Everybody knows this, and yet nobody does it. And they look for many more videos and how to do things, and they read books instead of doing the only thing that matters, which is more repetitions. You don't need another book. You don't need another video. You don't need a perfect plan or a perfect strategy. You don't need all of these things. You only need to practice the one task that you are trying to get more successful at. That's the only thing that will multiply your success.